Hello, welcome back to part 2 of making the Ottomas family from The Sims 2 in The Sims 4. So we're kicking off here by using a bit of genetics to create Dora a son, which are in the form of Peter Ottomas, who you may be familiar with as kind of the father figure in the Ottomas family, if you're familiar with them from The Sims 2. So I started with genetics just because I just thought that would be a bit of a cheap way of generating a face that looks like him, well, a little bit like him, and at least they are familiar in terms of genetic. So I couldn't find the iconic moustache that he has, so I've gone with this. I did talk to the chat and there were a few options we could have gone with, but I just felt we gotta go big, we gotta go home. The Sims 2 was an elaborate game to play, so you got to go with something that's just a little bit out there. You got to go for it in The Sims 4 as well. So yeah, I was just sort of fixing how his nose actually looks in The Sims 2 and making his eyes big and his eyes brown, just going off of his wiki page with the eyes because they were a little bit hard to see from the image that I had as a reference on my screen here. So yeah, just going through and trying to find that vest that he has. There isn't an exact one. So there's one with, I think there's one with blue and black that I think we might end up going with. But, or maybe this blue one we do go with. I think I jumped ahead to the jeans and the shoes just to get like a better image of what we had to work with in terms of that before we chose a vest. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'm umming and ahhing over that vest still. But yeah, we're working on the traits now. Got a bit of creativity because I think he's a journalist, I believe, and then outgoing and romantic just because, they have many kids. So, you'd think there'd be a bit of romance there. I've changed out outgoing for active, which makes sense because I think he's a sports journalist or something along those lines. Just working from memory here because I did record this live at twitch.tv/JadeTheFirst a while ago, so if you haven't checked me out down there, then here's a good time to do that. But yeah, we're just going through a few of his likes and dislikes just based on his wiki page stuff. So and obviously his clothing, that's what I usually do. Like if he's wearing blue, he likes blue. So yeah, then just using a few styled looks and things like that just to fill in the other outfits to make him look not like he was generated by the NPC clothes system, that sometimes does bring out some funky outfits. Oh, look at this one. I think we did push the boat out on this one, but I can just see him choosing this as an outfit. I don't know why. I got the vibes. We went with those vibes. So I think we're shortly going to move on to Samantha, who is Peter's wife and mother to the few kids that they have. David, Charla and Tommy, and is canonically in The Sims 2 has a pregnancy going on with two babies. I do go on to make those two in another video after this one, but for the time being we'll focus on the first 3, which will be the video after this. So yeah, this is Samantha. She is the wife of David Ottomas, and yeah, I was trying to decide which ponytail had the right vibe, and I think this was the hardest one that I had the entire time. I couldn't choose. I found it really difficult. So I think, yeah, I'm skipping ahead to the face because I don't know which one to choose. I think I end up going with this one. I was a bit disappointed because the ponytail isn't long enough. There isn't that much of a fringe. I don't think we even have anything like her hair in The Sims 4, which is really unfortunate because I actually really liked this hair when I used to play a lot. Well, I still play a lot of The Sims 2, to be honest, which is just a sad time, really. Oh, that is so much better. Okay, yeah, I remember now. We do go with this one. But yeah, Samantha's face is a lot different from the rest of the families just because I think the Ottomas genes are a lot stronger than hers. So her face is very different and I'm doing a lot of playing around with it. I haven't used genetics to create her, so I'm having to do a lot of this myself, a lot of grunt work. So yeah, making her cheeks that like really defined and the nose a little bit pointed, making those blue eyes as big as I possibly can get them. And then yeah, I wasn't happy with any of the skin tones really across these Sims, just because I feel like in The Sims 2 we had so little variation. I think there was only 4 skin tones, so you know, I really wanted to be a bit more variant with the skin tones, but I just didn't have. I only had 4 to go with anyway. So and I think they're all the same skin tone, and it was kind of like, oh well, what is the realistic? Why would they wouldn't all have the same skin tone? Like, it'd be very low chance of that. But yeah, we just went with it. I'm currently trying to find the iconic yellow outfit with jeans, and then I think she's got some sandals on as well. She's obviously family oriented. She wouldn't have 4 children with 2 on the way. Otherwise, sorry, 3 and then 2 on the way. I went through all of her interests and things to try and find what she would actually enjoy in terms of like her third trait. So she's good, she's family oriented. We went with foodie just because I thought that was an interesting trait to give her, because I feel like she would be about, you know, making nice lovely meals for her big happy family. Made her surrounded by family as well, which just seemed obvious, and then doing as I did with all the others and putting some styled looks together, but just taking off the bits that I didn't feel fit her, because she doesn't look like she would try very hard on her makeup like on one of those outfits there. I don't know, I just can't see her with the big red lips and the really smoky eyes. It just didn't fit her, so did have to take that off. Just getting some cute little pajamas in on her there. Yeah, I went down that look of that sort of vibe again, where I'm like, oh, she likes yellow, I'm going to put her in yellow in every outfit. So yeah, that's me going through and doing that, just because it gives me a good thing to base off of and starts giving that person, well, that sim, a little bit of personality. So that is Samantha Ottomas. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Look out for part 3, where we'll be making David, Charlotte, Tommy, and if I think the footage is good enough, I'm also going to put in the 2 babies that we generated as well, just because you can't actually make a sim pregnant with sims in Create a Sim. So yeah, that's why I decided to do that, but we'll see. Thank you so much for watching. Check me out at twitch.tv/JadeTheFirst. Subscribe if you enjoyed this, like the video if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you later. Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye!